What's up, spectators? Let's play Aviary Attorney, an adventure game about 19th century Parisian lawyers who happen to be birds. Game's art based on the lithographs of 19th century French artist Jayjay Falcon, who was known for his caricatures of anthropomorphic animals. Now, why am I playing Aviary Attorney? Well, because of my very strong, undying love of Ace Attorney, this really appealed to me. It's supposed to be very similar, but just about birds. And that was quirky enough for me to want to play this game. Let's play. It came out a month ago? Oh wait, no, it's February. So I think it came out around sometime in December. But it should be good. I fear it's quite the game. January 1st, 1848. The chateau, blah blah blah, of Baron Roquebleu. These names are too difficult. Is that Monsieur Grenouille? Oh mon Dieu! Dame Cataline, what have you done? Act 1. A cat with claws. A cat must have done it. It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Well, 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 look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? Too early for worms. Pass the cabernet. There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparrowson. You may have the honors. All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter... Dame? I'll just say Dame. It's probably like Dame, but... No, I'll just say Cataline. That's easier. Has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder. No less, her trial is in 3 days' time. This had to be in Paris, huh? It could have been anywhere else. It was in Paris, and... can't pronounce cramp in French. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely... SPD of D Estate. Signor Pertorda. I can't even try. I can't even guess. Well, this is quite something. I know. Your first serious client in months. Not just that. The Demiroir estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. So I suppose you intend on defending Cataline in court? Of course. It would be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. Grab your coat, Sparrowson. We're going to find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Signor Demiau's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Pertois' letter has been added to my evidence folder. Has requested legal aid for his daughter Cataline. She's being held at the conciergerie. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. Wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party and at Christmas. Yes, alright, no need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. 20 francs. You may see how much money he's carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Let's make a move. Let's bust a move. This is a really lovely map. Look how detailed it is. Okay, welcome to the map screen. From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or a location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. A sign on the door reads, the Aviary Attorney Offices. No case is too big or too small. For centuries, the infamous conciergerie prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. That's definitely where they want us to go. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, the conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered. What do you want? Ooh, wow, look at that guy. Good day, monsieur. I am here to see Cataline. I am due to represent her in court. Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Cataline, I presume. You've arrived, the fantastic lawyer Monsieur Falcon and his petite assistant Sparrowson. My lady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Oh? You see, Falcon, I told you listing under aviary attorney would pay off. Let's get down to business. Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I could do my best. What is it you wanted to know? What happened on the night of the murder? What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Ooh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Criniere, the home of great Baron Rorgueil. Dear Lord. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grenouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. To industry, yes. To all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with the camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Camera! It's a very new gadget. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Pshaw, let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Please continue. So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. That wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Falcon? Who was there that evening? Cataline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest man couldn't make it. And there was Baron Rorgueil, who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid, Cataline, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Grenouille, well, until you know he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio di Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you're looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious, the conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did? Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was! You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak, served perfectly bloody rare. Glorious! Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please, for me. Fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery? Even for the steak? Nope. You would think that the great Baron of Chateau would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. That is a little peculiar. Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon? No, I think that will be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have 2 tasks. We should head to Chateau and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robitio di Robinho. 2 days for 2 tasks. Seems doable. But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? I believe in justice! No, I'll say I believe in you. I believe in you. Of course, Cataline, it's our duty as lawyers. And as gentlemen. To have faith in your testimony. You can trust us. Thank you both. Cataline, Monsieur Grenouille, Baron Rorgwale. These names are getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Believe it or not, the Facebook, a Facebook, is something used at Harvard, before Zuckerberg created Facebook. While he was attending Harvard, that was used as a sort of university directory that had faces and descriptions. Of course, that was the inspiration to the Facebook, which eventually gets dropped, the's dropped, making Facebook. Facebook, yes. Jayjay Falcon, Aviary attorney himself. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. Pertois d'homme. The wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Pertois hired us to defend Cataline in court. An ill-mannered jailkeeper seems to feel disgust for criminals and for animals in general. Quack! Cataline, elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Pertois. She has been accused of murdering Monsieur Grenouille. Grenouille, froggy businessman who is found murdered at Chateau Crinière, a colleague of Pertois and Roguer. All right. These names are very difficult for me. Incredibly difficult for me. You can access a list of people you've met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Let's make a move. Bust a move. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. You can also make a quick save at any time by selecting Save and Quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner or by pressing the escape key. Alright. So, these take a day to get to each. This is the prison. We don't need to go to either of these, so why don't we go to the photographer's studio? So this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock? Wait, there's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Robitio di Robinho, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? I think it means that he is a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now? We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. Nope, doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. We should break in. What? Are you serious? Maybe. Monsieur Jayjay Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism. You're right, I'm sorry, I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back, I'm barging the door down. Just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? Good man, good man. What in bird Jesus' name was that? You said you wanted to break in. I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here, we ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very... swanky? I was going to say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for swanky. We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest, and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you have had enough, or when you find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Interesting. A lighthouse? No, wait, it's a man in the top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways, it's a black smudge falcon. I see paints, inks, and dyes. Not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. I see a finely dressed dandy, fellow upon a horse. Hey, Falcon, look. What, it's just an easel. Easel. Yeah, that's right? What an artist uses, an easel? Easel? That sounds wrong. I don't know. Look at what's on. That. This must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Cataline, and I think that's Seigneur Portois, Cataline's father. So what shall we do? Do we just take this? We should take it. We've come this far, we may as well borrow it. Is there anything else we need to do here? That appears to be everything. Appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps. Looks more like a step ladder to me. Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. See, you can see how strongly it's been influenced by Ace Attorney. Essentially, Ace Attorney's the sort of foundation. A butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. I think we're good to leave here. Yeah, let me double check everything. Yep. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. One second. Oh, my dear. What happened to my door? Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them. Yeah, weasels. They were all like, let's break into this art guy's house. And we were like, no, weasels. You could not do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like, we chased them off. That's the important thing. Well, thank you, I suppose. Let's bust a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right, let's go. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. Ah, we can go back to the studio, and it doesn't take any time at all. Look at that door. So it is true what they say. Criminals do return to the scene of the crime. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking coming back here. We already got what we came for. You're a strange bird, Falcon. Alright, hold on. Oh, can we look at my inventory? No? Alright. Let's go to the chateau. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Excusez-moi. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? You have 20 francs in your wallet, what will you do? Give 10 francs! I am so generous! Here you go. Stay safe, madam. Oh, wow! Bless ya! That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child can make it through the last of winter is the least I can do. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau. Look at this place. Baron Rorgwale must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads, the Baron owns a little bit of everything in this side of the... I know that's the river but I don't know how to pronounce that. The sign, I don't know. Is he here right now? Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Baron, we'd like a word. How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rorgwale, the property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators? No, we're attorneys. Not quite. I am private attorney Jayjay Falcon, and this is my associate Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know you aren't the first to have passed through here today. Oh? Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that. So what may I do for you? We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course, such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you'll be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself. Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. Lounge, second floor, third door to the right, okay. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the, unfortunate incident. Can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you're done with your investigations. So where shall we go first? Why don't we try going to the garden first? But why don't we save that for the next video? I think we have a great start. We've been introduced to a lot of characters and sort of how the investigation process works. So stay tuned tomorrow for the next episode. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.